Well, listen, if you don't know who Louise Carver is, have you been living under a rock
Exactly.
for the last 20 years?
But she's here.
I'm here.
And she's released a new
Out of the rock.
album.
Yes, I have.
So what you did this during COVID, right?
Yes, it was. Well, it's a very different sound for me. I'm not going to do the same album twice.
No.
So I wanted to have a more. I don't know who I was chatting to earlier, but more sensual album.
Yeah.
More Chiba, Portishead, Sade. I built a sound booth in my house during COVID.
Look at you.
I didn't build it, but I had people
Sounded
come in and do
very
it.
good. Yeah.
That would have been impressive.
Yes. What are you doing? I'm doing DIY. I'm building my own studio.
Look at me. So I experimented with mic techniques, and I got a fantastic Neumann, which is a microphone, and really worked with a more breathy, personal, as if I'm telling you a secret. So the album's called Dark Secrets.
All right.
I think we know I can sing and belt out a tune, but I was more interested in the confidential tone, which this album is very much exploring, and fantasy, what if. And during COVID, most of our partners stayed at home, and unless they were, doing vital work, and stayed in tracksuit pants and dressing gowns, and that mystery went out the window. And it was a time for me to explore different. So what I'm saying is, I was fantasizing about a different life.
You were being a different person, and you were living in a house by yourself, and
with him, and
with him. No.
Yeah.
And the romance absolutely decimated as he swanned around the house
in Mr. Price dressing gowns
and his sheepskin slippers.
Yes,
Yep.
That was very much the case, and I had nothing. The everyday life I couldn't write from.
Yes.
And I'm in a very stable relationship, so I explored what if it wasn't stable. What if there were some interesting little things happening, and no judgment. But I'm seeing like 18, 19-year-olds coming to shows, which
That's cool.
is very exciting.
Yeah.
And cutting across different cultures and races, and it's touched hearts, and that's what my job is as a musician and a songwriter, is to get as many people to feel.
So the song Selfish, then, what is that? I mean, obviously you've given us an idea, but I mean, specifically the song Selfish?
Well, it's reflecting on, I'm not going to lie, because it's reflecting on my own behavior, looking at an ex's Instagram, seeing that he's moved on, I've moved on, and pushing some boundaries there, wondering if I could send him a message, a DM, slide into his DMs and seeing what would happen.
Oh, you're so
and
naughty,
I
Louise.
am a little.
You are so
I
naughty,
can't
man.
help myself. So again, no judgment. If you've done that, it's something that social media has brought to us as human beings. I'm not sure if we can cope with all of this.
This weekend is going to be brilliant. Casalinga set. What can we expect? Which of your songs? I mean, I know you're not going to give the whole set away, but can we expect some of the big ones? I hope.
Only the big ones, actually, because in a festival set, you are not going on for an hour and a half. You've got 40 minutes of quality tracks. So we will be doing Home, Empty Fantasy, Didn't Mean to Call. The new one, Nothing Feels Good Without You, which is the previous new one, which people loved. Warrior, I've got Sims Cooler from the Muffins joining me on stage. He's my ride or die. So, and Dave Klaassen, who, if you're not in the music industry, you don't probably know Dave, but he is a legend percussionist and drummer, and he's going to be joining me as well. So we've got we got the A-team.